So yeah, making this video was quite a mess. So the first attempt, I pretty much hated it. It was supposed to be a self-portrait, and it didn't come out how I wanted it to. Now the second one, well, this was more of like technical difficulties. I forgot to record the screen. Um, it happens. And then I just took a breather. I took some tea, I went back at it. You might think that this constant resetting would have frustrated me, and yes, you would be correct, but I don't think it affects me as much as I used to. It all comes down to the fact that I acknowledge that my next painting will be better than the previous one, and that is why I'm much happier with this third drawing than with the first two. It just takes a little bit of time to get used to making mistakes, but in the end I think it's very much rewarded with a lot of patience and skills that you accumulate along the way. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the process of making this piece. So although it looks complicated, it just starts with simple shapes and just go from there. Just a rough idea where I want stuff to go. That's how you can see that at first it was just a bunch of blobs everywhere, and it slowly starts taking shape. I go and refine, add details, slowly build up from the blobs into very much things that I enjoy looking at. And it's okay to make a lot of mistakes and things that I don't like along the way, and it's all fine. I think what matters in the end to me is that I enjoy the process of making this piece, that it was a learning experience, and that I could get better at making new pieces of art. And you can say that this philosophy of the process of making art, it's very much attached to the meaning that I put behind it. So yeah, with this painting I wanted to tackle again one of the things that I'm mainly interested in right now, which is being reborn from older life and being able to evolve and become a better person from what you used to be in the past. That's why I'm painting this like a organism coming out of an old shell of a humanoid figure. And I think this is just to symbolize evolution. Something greater is coming out of the old. However, you can see that I'm adding also details of corruption or rotten or just spoiled parts that are coming out of this new figure as well. Just because we're becoming something new doesn't mean that we'll become better or completely better. There will always be signs of what we used to be, and that's always going to come along with us. But it's important that the main things that we evolve to are just for the better. Now, my aim with this video is not to make you sad or anything like that. Just the opposite. I want to share with others that the process of making art about yourself or your feelings or something that you just want to put out, it's actually pretty fun. I think I very much enjoyed making this piece. Even if there was some frustration at first, I think I just slowly built up an idea, and that's what made me happy. It motivated me to make more, and that should always be good enough to continue making and always be happy with the new things that you produce. I think tackling these dark themes has always been a way of expressing myself and sharing these ideas with those who think that they're alone and they are the only ones feeling like this. And I think there is no better feeling than knowing that you're not alone. And for me, there is no better feeling than knowing that I have reached somebody. When somebody tells me that they have been touched by something that I've made, it truly makes me happy. It makes everything not just worth it, but I finally realized that I have an effect on other people, and it truly makes me happy. So yeah, here is me signing the piece. That's how you symbolize that you're almost, oh, mistake, but that's how you symbolize you have finished. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that you got to tag along and understand how I make these pieces and the thought that goes behind them. Yeah, thank you.